entertaining games between on Saturday. 2 draws today, but 2 very entertaining games between Brentford and Spurs in Ange Postecoglou's first league match in charge, and as we've just seen, in Mauricio Pochettino's first of Chelsea. I'm back with you for Manchester United Wolves and our first edition of the final word this season. More from Michael, Jimmy and Glenn to come, plus all the reaction from Stamford Bridge. Plenty to talk about. Liverpool had the better of it earlier on, but the response from Chelsea was an extremely positive one. And in the end, both managers, who have a huge mutual respect, will be pretty happy.
My brother might be blind, but for him...
Liverpool had 2 new faces, far more recognisable, really, than the Chelsea team. And as we discussed, it is far more recognisable, really, than the Chelsea team. And as we discussed, it probably wasn't the one that Pochettino thought he would be able to pick when he first took the job. This array of Chelsea, is that more than you expected to see today, Jimmy?
I knew that there was going to be improvements, because I've seen them pre-season and they looked very good and very energetic and very well organised. But you're playing Liverpool, so and the forwards of Liverpool, they are just, for me, the best in. You know, Chelsea's going to be at times under pressure, and and how will they cope? Are they mature enough? Because it's a very, very young team. And in the beginning, yeah, 2-3-0. But then they got control into the game and they matured themselves in the game and they controlled it really, really well. And they looked dangerous. And it was just that final bit. And of course, that's the hardest bit in football, to get that final bit right. But with all the respect from last year, who the players and managers were and stuff, the difference is immense, you know. How much energy they put in it, how much pressing, you know, was done as a team, the compactness, but then also the play with ball, how sharp they look, and Enzo is a much better player than last year. He was already a good player, but the things that he does, you know, really encouraging at the moment. For Chelsea, it's encouraging. It's really encouraging at the moment.
Does that start with coaching organisation, so the players have a clear plan from the manager now?
That's what I said. As a coach, you need your players to have clarity. He's got a vision in his mind as a coach. He wants them then to take that out on the pitch. Now, sometimes if that goes amiss, there's a gap there, it doesn't happen. They were in a back 3, so they spread the pitch, they were wide, they get width, and then defensively they had to quickly swing into a 4. So that takes a bit of time in pre-season to work on, and you've got to get the right personnel. He had the right personnel. Well, it could have been done on the other side of the pitch. I think Colwill might get found out if you've got a flying winger, which he won't be tested any more than Salah, will he, all season? And they'll get better and better. Things like you said about the striker. Well, once he's played with Reece James more and more, he knows Reece James wants to put first-time crosses in, or he'll take more and more. He knows Reece James wants to put first-time crosses in, or he'll take a touch, put it in early. So he will get across the front. More than that, he goes, right, was it? Exactly, that relationship. He'll get across the front of the post, not going to put early ones in. He'll work it, and we'll work it slower, so he'll be a bit more patient. Those things are things that you put into a team, and they slowly grow. And you can see that today. That second-half performance, I thought, was really good from Chelsea. I thought the balance of their team, they played against, as Jimmy said, not a mediocre team, against a very good Liverpool side.
OK. On the
actually, he's playing in the deeper role in that Liverpool midfield. It was his ball that sprayed out to Mo Salah. Lovely touch on the right foot of Salah, and then he plays this quite exquisite. It was McAllister actually he's playing in the deeper role in that Liverpool midfield. It was his ball that sprayed out to Mo Salah. Lovely touch on the right foot of Salah, and then he plays this quite exquisite ball. I mean, we'll see a better angle of it here. Here's the the pass from McAllister, taking a foot on his back foot, on his right foot, and then watch this. This is the perfect angle for it. I mean, you won't see a better pass all season.
Absolutely sublime, because it's going away. It's his left foot. To do it, a right footer coming back towards your teammate or the outside of his left foot. But it had to be absolutely perfect, because it's going to go away towards the keeper. Look, but it's absolutely spot on. What a pass. You can't defend. You can't defend when you've got people that can cut you open like that.
Sometimes you just have to as defenders, put your hands up and say, he got me there, you know, and I couldn't do nothing about it. These are one of them, you know, and I couldn't do nothing about it. These are one of those, you know, that kind of pass. Sometimes.
Szoboszlai's pass. I mean, he was under pressure and he's coming to the ball as well. A little layoff like that. It's a dangerous area, the pitch, that in the centre, and he lays it off beautifully. It was a lovely team goal right from back to front.
And Liverpool thought they'd doubled their advantage. Mo Salah, who's always scored on the opening weekend in his Liverpool career, thought he'd done so again.
Very close, wasn't it? Yeah, it was very close. I mean, Chelsea had one chalked off, which I'm sure we'll see, and Liverpool did too. Mo Salah on the first goal, he makes a run, you know, down the line, alongside the line. This time he does his trademark out-to-win run. And I think he can make a slightly flatter run and then he'd be onside. He just goes a little bit too direct, but we're talking inches there, lads.
We're talking fractions, aren't we, to be honest? But to be honest, I think Colwill is an excellent player, but it's very difficult because they're putting him out as a left-back. They're going into a 4 at times. They're not swinging Chilwell round. And he's getting 1v1 against Salah, and I think that was a problem for him there. He should be tucked inside to cover that. That was a problem for him there. He should be tucked inside to cover that sort of ball. And Chilwell should be doing it so that James stays out and they do it the other way round. They can do it on the other side of the pitch, Chelsea. I think Salah's got in there and the goal come from that way as well.
Now, Jimmy, you know what it's like to score on your Premier League debut for Chelsea? So too does Axel Disasi now with the equaliser.
And good for him. He stays in after the corner for the second phase. It gets cleared, it gets goal back in, and then he's there at the right place at the right moment. And he scuffs it a little bit, and we all know he scuffs it a little bit, and we all know, you know, when you don't hit it perfectly. They've got sing brave. And they get paid off, and you take those ones on your debut. He does. You take those ones on your debut. He doesn't hit it that clean, but it doesn't matter. It goes in the back of the goal, and 1-1. And from that moment, Chelsea kicked on. You know, absolutely. Chelsea became stronger.
Because less than 2 minutes later, as Michael says, it's 1-1 in goals. It's 1-1 in disallowed goals.
I think this one's more offside than Salah. Salah's one, for me, should be given, and we're going down fractions. But I think he's just offside. Doesn't he take it well, though? And down fractions. But I think he's just offside. Doesn't he take it well, though? He really does keep his head, because Alisson is a really good goalkeeper 1v1. There, I think, even with the naked eye, I think you can just a great finish. But the problem we've got, obviously, with these decisions is the whole stadium lifts off. The player celebrates. As the whole stadium lifts off, the player celebrates, and the people.
Jimmy celebrates.
Sorry,
Jimmy celebrates.
Jimmy celebrates.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
one was more offside than Salah.
Yeah.
Salah's one. I think we're going down absolute fractions, and for me, it's going to kill the game.
Both runs there, both of them could have been avoided. Both Chilwell, both runs there, both of them could have been avoided. Both Chilwell and Salah could have had their goals, you know.
Frustrates you, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, because they're so eager to make a direct run to go. And just arc at the end.
You would forgive Chilwell a little bit.
And just arc at the end.
You would forgive Chilwell a little bit, exactly, because he's not a striker, but Salah should know better with his run.
But don't you think with VAR that young kids now, or strikers, go even backwards first and go in? Because that's the difference, that little fraction of a square run to go in. The last place you want to go is just straight in, because you're going to be given offside on VAR. So that's a new thing. A rule is making players do something completely different. Young strikers now, you have to teach them now to go square and go in, or backwards. Take a step back and go in, and you'll find you'll be onside.
Brilliant. I'll let you carry on your team talk to your two strikers. We'll take a quick break. It is all square.
نيمار يتفق مع الهلال. استقى نادي الهلال السعودي على الخطوط العريضة لإتمام صفقة النجم البرازيلي نيمار جونيور، وذكرت شبكة LMC سبوت أن الهلال يجهز عرضا يتجاوز 6 مليون يورو لضم نيمار من باريس سان جيرمان. وأضافت أن النجم البرازيلي تغريه فكرة اللعب في الدوري السعودي، لكن تبقى فقط موافقته النهائية. وأشارت الشبكة الفرنسية إلى أن جميع الأطراف أن الناديان والمقربون من اللاعب متفقون بإتمام الصفقة من خلال أيام. من جانبها ذكرت صحيفة ليكيب أن نيمار اتفق أيضا على توقيع عقد مع الهلال لموسمين سيتقاضى خلالهما 160 مليون يورو، رغم أن التقارير الأخرى كشفت أن النادي السعودي يجهز راتبا سنويا ضخما للنجم البرازيلي 100 مليون يورو. وأشارت تتبقى حاليا قيام الناديين بإتمام إجراءات الصفقة، ويمتد تعاقد نيمار مع النادي الباريسي حتى صيف 2027، إلى أن اللاعب البالغ من العمر 31 عاما خرج من حسابات المدرب لويس إنريكي.